Conscious collaboration brings together entrepreneurs, changemakers, and thought leaders. We aim to highlight the people that embody the idea of aligned mind, body, and business. Each week, we share, discuss, and learn from the various experiences and ideas of our guest experts. Through our discovery, we find a path to an aligned mind, body, and business.
What up, y'all? This is Emily.
And I'm Lisa. And we are the Conscious Collaboration.
You know what image I just got in my head? You know the little emojis of the two girls dancing?
Yeah, that is us. My phone made a really cute timeline video of us, like took all of our pictures together and made like a little music video to it, which I love. Super cute, just because it shows us like when we met and then us with our kids and us working out and then us podcasting and us with friends. And I was like, that's super nice because sometimes my phone like makes a video, like a compilation of like all my saddest moments and puts it to like clown music.
Right. It's like very violating, or it'll find your ex. Like, oh, remember this?
Remember all your exes?
Like,
Here they are.
Trying not to. Thank you very much.
Right.
It would be interesting too, just to see. I remember the first picture of our girls together at the Santa thing. To see a before and after updated of the girls too, because they've grown so much.
So tall. I know.
Yes.
They're so tall now, and they were just little babies pretty much. And Benjamin really was a baby. I don't even think he was walking.
He was walking. He was
walking. Yeah. Those were the days. Well,
yeah.
That was quite the time. But anyway, so what's been going on in your world? Thought we would do a little energetic check-in and
yeah. I mean, I guess even though we're not quite officially in Firehorse time yet, I like it feels like we kind of are, meaning, this is not a bad thing necessarily, but talk about hit the ground running.
Yeah.
It's just like New Year happened and bam, like,
yeah.
And we kind of, we've had these little holidays, but it's like the things keep adding up, even though we can and should take those little mini breaks. But
yeah,
it's just been a lot. And so already, even though I feel like Christmas was yesterday, we're here at January 20th on the date.
Actually, and this is airing on the 28th.
Right. The date of recording is the 20th. Yeah. And I'm like, wait a minute, like January has already mostly happened. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Woo. I know. The expression chomping at the bit, that's about a horse that's ready to run.
Oh.
So maybe Firehorse is chomping at the bit. Like we're
chomping. He just
chomp.
Yeah, gone.
Yeah. Bye. Yeah, that horse is running. Yeah. I've been hearing that from everybody, like the International Feng Shui Guild. It's, across the pond, as you say, with, everybody's feeling it. And it came from like, if you flash back to like, June, July, August, we were like, when? Like, we're just inching forward and going back and inching forward and going back. I think we were saying it's like the Paula Abdul, but yeah. Yeah, a little shout out to Paula Abdul. But now it feels like whoa. Like, hold
on, blacked out. How did we get here?
Yeah. Horses are ornery, though. I know that, like, when I was little, I wanted my own horse. So my parents were like, they let me do horseback riding lessons. And the way that I was able to do that was by working on the farm. So I was responsible for tacking the horses and bathing them, feeding them, and then I could ride one of the ponies. Well, those suckers can be pretty ornery, like they want to play, they want to run, they want their own rules. They're very strong. They'll entertain you like to a degree. But they're like, don't you forget we're wild. Like, and they love to, play jokes and pranks, and they can be sweethearts too. But I mean, ultimately, they're here to run and play and get dirty and but look really good doing it. Like they're very beautiful. They love to get messy, but yet they still have flowing hair. And
I did. My experience is far less than yours, it sounds like, but I did horse camp a couple of times over the summer, and that tracks. I do remember you would have to like kind of touch the top of their butt as you're walking around the back, just so they don't get scared and kick you
or stomp on your toes. Or they'll like get tired of you on their back, so they'll like rub you off on a fence. Like, I'm sorry, did you get stuck on an
electric cat-like thing to do? Like, if you could ride cats, they would totally do that. Like,
cats, horses, same. I'm pretty sure they're like the same thing. In terms of like personality like that. And you get them all pretty and clean them all up, and they immediately go out and roll in the mud.
Well, when you think about free spirit, like what's the, they would usually use a horse to depict that. So
exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's very air sign oriented. I think today is the official start of Aquarius season. So all the air signs are activated, and which I've been learning a lot about because like how all of the people that we follow in astrology, they focus on the sun sign, and then like the related, people in their gang, and the air signs. I'm learning a lot about because Aquarius activates Gemini and Libra too, but very high intellect, very erratic, and out of not going to go by guidelines and expectations.
That popcorn toy thing. The awful like toys that they give you when you're a toddler. That's like a vacuum cleaner, but it has all the little balls that pop. That's how I think of air energy.
Yeah, we're popping off. Air signs are popping off right now, and I think we are responsible for a lot of the honoriness right now. So not a lot of people took time off during the holidays from my observation. And if it was time off, it was like a quick break and then back to running.
Yeah.
Even yesterday, I didn't notice anybody taking any time. I know the kids were out from school, but I was busier yesterday, like work wise, than any day last week. I was like, hey, wait a minute, guys, day off here? Kids, hello? But people are just like gun-ho. They're like, momentum, let's go. So I appreciate it, but I do feel like there needs to be a little bit more like keeping ourselves a little bit disciplined and in check. But I love the freedom, obviously. So let's consult I Ching really quick, and we'll tie in some relevancy to that. Where we left off, let's see. Let me ask Chupi, our AI buddy. To help us shape our I Ching question to build on our conversation. What do you say about that?
I say I.
Do you remember? Because I don't remember like our exact conversation. I've done so many I Ching readings lately, and they all say the same thing. So it's like reading. It's definitely a collective thing. It says maybe we ask about what does the I Ching offer in terms of guidance for harnessing this year's energetic momentum while staying true to our authentic selves.
Yeah, I think, yes.
At the Conscious Collaboration Podcast, we are proud affiliates of Atapa medical-grade red light therapy devices. Red light therapy boasts a long list of clinically proven benefits, many that I and many of my clients have experienced firsthand. You can be sure that you'll be able to train harder, recover faster, and sleep better with Atapa Red Light Therapy. Visit myatapa.com, myatapa.com, or use the link in our Instagram bio to shop with the code COLLAB15, that's COLLAB 15, for a discount on your device.
Something like remaining grounded, right? So that all this, it's because it's air and fire energy, which are the more intense and fast moving and all this. And so, just how to keep
I love the word
some
harnessing.
elements of balance, even in all this intense energy, especially for our friends who might not be so accustomed to the air and fire sign energy like we are. We're like, okay, this is comfortable. But I know it's not true for all of our friends. So just kind of how to manage it without exploding into a fireball.
Yeah, we don't want to explode into a fireball. So we'll see what is our current energy and how do we move forward in a way that harnesses this New Year's energetic momentum while staying true to our authentic selves. And any person listening can attune this to their personal, their business, whatever is your focus right now. Just kind of listen to your inner guidance on that. So we'll look for the two energies are popping off.
Like, did somebody say your energy?
Yeah.
It's even in the card. Well, we've been getting great vigor for a month. So,
dude, yeah, we have.
That's kind of the deal.
So that's interesting. This is looking quite the opposite here. So this, we're going to be talking about the current energy that we're in is of careful affection.
Okay.
Which is hexagram 54. Again, that's a 9, 54. Interesting. It shows a meandering pathway, and then that meandering pathway turns into a meandering river. So it's very controlled because we talked about
scale.
Very, blues and darkness. So very introspective. And then moving forward, it says keeping still.
Oh, that looks like the emoji I was talking about a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
And not great scale. I've never seen that card.
Interesting, but keeping still.
Iceberg right ahead.
Yeah, it also looks like what happens when a zit forms underneath of your skin.
Oh yeah. Well, that's like an iceberg. It's mostly underneath.
Yeah. The iceberg is pushing up, or the earth is creating mountains. Could be either. And so that's actually hexagram 52, which is backwards. Keeping still. So I think maybe our question is really guiding exactly what the answer is in terms of harnessing the energy. The words careful affection is where we're in right now. And that's a story of thunder above and lake below. So hence the stormy colors, which is very inner depths of authenticity and what's our purpose and our values. And I know a lot of people have been doing it's just some introspective work around what are my values? Am I being seen for what my values are? Do I feel that I'm in alignment with people and work around me that honors that? So there's been a lot of talk about that. I know a lot of people are masterminding around their goals or strategy for the year, or having those conversations with their therapists, psychologists, coaches. All of that's happening. So it's very that intimate reciprocal relationship between yourself and what the object of the inquiry is. So if you're thinking about business, if you're thinking about relationships, affection is an important part of an intimate relationship, but it must be handled carefully to be both satisfying and supportive of each other's, if each person's self-respect. So that's interesting. Talking about needs, wants, status satisfaction for both parties. And if you're applying this to business, that's yourself and then the company that you work for or your coworkers. But thinking about, and this has come up a lot, like I know this for me, I don't know about for you, but I feel like 2025 was just a real lesson in reciprocity in relationships where I was putting my energy and investing, even financially. Like, are you investing where it's coming back, or are you just depleting yourself in all of these areas? So for me, I felt like, and in all the conversations I was having, there was that theme of reciprocity that was resurfacing, like an evaluation, a real deep evaluation. So moving forward into 2026 and in this energy, I think having that careful affection means like boundaries and evaluating these buckets a little bit more carefully.
So here's where my head went with that a little bit, because what you're talking about with evaluating reciprocity is also like energy management in a lot of ways.
Yes.
Like, okay, where am I putting my energy into that is worth it, and where am I putting my energy into that is not? And so I agree. I think 2025 was all about, hammering those out and then releasing, right, by the end of it, the shedding of the snake skin and everything. Yes. Releasing all the things where we're putting our energy where it's not reciprocating that value in turn, because, and that makes so much sense in setting ourselves up for success in the fire horse energy, because if you're not properly managing your energy by this time and you haven't developed that skill of pretty quickly determining whether or not this is something I should be putting my energy into, then you are going to explode into a fireball if you try to, ride the horse with all this baggage.
Yeah.
Right. So that makes a lot of sense.
That makes sense. Or you're not going to be so depleted. You're not going to have the gas in you to run.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just going to be
Either
putting
way,
it everywhere.
depletion and baggage, right? Like your horse is not it's not going to do very well. Yeah, the horse is going to be dragging you behind it.
Yeah. Like the I Ching is talking about this energy more in terms of like intimate relationships, but like making sure, like in the story that it tells, is like it's like being in a relationship with someone who's only satisfied by having other lovers, but isn't taking into consideration what your satisfaction is.
Yeah.
And so that's not sustainable. Like only one person is nurtured in that. So duh.
I think that already directly translates to both business and health, even if we're talking about literally a personal relationship, because if you're carrying along the baggage of this personal relationship that you're not really meant to be in because it's not returning, the energy that you're putting into it, then how are you going to apply yourself to your work or your own health? That's going to drag you down in all
100%. Like it's not just like physical, it's mental, emotional. Like where are you being nurtured, where are you being depleted, and like are both entities satisfied or operating at like as close as they can to their capacity and energy. And it says like the irony of life is that the happiest people are those who have what they want and who want what they have. So that's like talks again about because you want to make things long-term and sustainable. Like we're always saying, whether it's business, relationships. So be careful. We know that this energy that we're in period 9 is more that of like the mature or middle-aged woman, like coming from great experience and being very receptive and open and very yin versus yang. Because it's a whole paradigm shift that we're seeing in the way that we do business, the way that we're having conversations, the way that we're talking about our health. It's shifting to more of like a forceful way of doing things, and more into like an attunement and openness. So keeping yourself in check and finding balance in the middle way, not to not to exclude any of the masculine or the young that we need, especially as horses if we're running. And so like the top line changing talks about within an intimate relationship, irreverence and cynicism will kill the magic that lives in the heart of a bond. Whether you're in a relationship now or you're contemplating it in the future, a union of the heart only works when both parties are as concerned about their mate's happiness as they are about their own. So I think that just summarizes what we were saying in terms of reciprocity. So if you're picking up on this in terms of like, is your career still serving you? Is your personal relationship still serving you? Look at it from that lens and address it now before it becomes a problem that holds you back. And then, this is just more of the same. Conscientiousness is rewarded with the fulfillment of your own vision. So when you show up in a way that's heart-centered and conscientious of those around you, it's going to come back to you. Likewise, if you're going to show up in manipulation or backhanded or not direct ways that are coming from a place of getting your needs met through manipulation, that's going to backfire on you. So that applies to any manifestation goal that you have to actualize in this year, because I know everybody just did all their actualization, their manifestation work for the white people, the white girls that are doing their spirituality exercise around the moons with the nose rings and the piercings. I need more piercings to qualify. And then
piercing.
You did have them. You did have a nose ring, right?
I did. I can still put one in there. It just doesn't feel as good.
Yeah, you fit that description though. I will consult you during the moon.
No, mine was more of a Tupac vibe than a
Tupac
vibe.
Sure. Spirit guide. It says, be patient and kind with yourself. When the shine of your own light is true, others will naturally be attracted to it. Talking about authenticity. It might feel lonely because you're being inward and being reserved. And then bottom line is, it can be a time of accomplishment, even if you find yourself with less status than you desired or with limited resources than you wish you had. If you accept your position and destiny, you may discover new secrets close to home and even come to feel happy in these circumstances. Being in the proximity of power is something to be appreciated as well in itself. And it might, it might be a time to undertake something because good fortune is riding with you. Direct reference to horses there. So good. So you know how like horses run in packs and they take turns being on the inside and the outside, like marathon runners, like carry each other forward?
Okay.
That's what I was thinking about in that. Like if you put yourself around people with the momentum and the drive, even if you're feeling like you're not able to or capable of moving as fast or you don't have enough status,
just get yourself in the room.
Put yourself in the right pack of horses.
Yep.
And then lastly, moving forward, talks about regular periods of rest are important aspects of personal development and evolution. Being able to rest when you're at 35,000 feet. We have had this one before, but it's been a while. So like you can still cruise forward and you can get great strides, but everybody, like for the love of God, take some periods of rest, and ourselves included. And it tells a story again, and I remember talking to you about this because you understand this concept really well, but consider the spine, which serves as a switchboard, right? Remember this conversation? That helps to mediate movement and to negotiate when to do this and when to do that. And the spine needs to be kept healthy, like flexible and you need rest and relaxation for that. It can't be under duress, extreme stress all the time to be able to support all the different parts of our body. So, think about
muscle as well, right? You go in bouts of really intense work and then you chill.
And and also like
the building happens. Yep.
I think, myself included, when I have a lot of things to solve, challenges in life and business or, whatever, my natural reaction is I've got to do everything. Like I have to do more. I have to learn about everything harder. I have to get things in motion harder. But what this is saying, as we talk about keeping still, is to be still is the key to obtaining the peace of mind and the clarity that's going to help you stay alert when you need to make the key decisions.
Exactly. It's working smarter, not harder. And if our bodies were able to evolve out of needing rest, they would have by now.
True that. So like protect your vitality so that you have the reserves to run when fire horse season is in full mode. And it also advises call a timeout if you need to, like speak up, enforce your boundaries, call a timeout, like gracefully. You don't need to be a dick about it, but like, hey, timeout. I need a minute. And I'm sure other people around you are in the same place and it will help. Maybe give them, alleviate some stress on their own. Meditate on just being. So meditate on being versus doing. Human beings, not human doings, they say. Yeah. Makes me want to go to the beach and have a margarita right now.
Maybe tomorrow when it goes back up to the 70s.
56. It's getting there.
I'm allergic
to the cold. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think that was good. These always feel like they're directly talking to me and totally related to our pre-chat and the beginning of the conversation. Like definitely related to business, to personal, inner self, all of the above.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I say true that.
Are you ready to take it inside of the Conscious Collaboration Collective?
Ready as I'm going to be.
Come on in to our closing private Facebook group. People, come on in.
Come on.
We got stuff for you. The alignment plan that we created last year is still there. So if you want to catch up on that and do some of that work on alignment and the concept of that, that's great. I think this year, as we've been talking, maybe our next guide that we do, what is it? Should it be listening and receiving as it relates to health and, holistic health and space in our businesses?
Yeah. Well, let us know.
Let us know
what would be most useful,
helpful. Yeah, it feels like that. But yes, let's get your thoughts on that. There needs to be a poll. You got something, you're picking up on something else we're putting out. We'd love to support you in that. And thanks again for supporting us, for sharing our little podcast, almost 200 episodes in, with your friends and your loved ones. And Emily and I are going to be on the road this year. We've got our sights on some travel.
Yeah.
So taking the pod on the road.
Yeah, let's do it.
There we go. Let's do it. All right, guys. We'll talk to you in 5.
Talk to you in 5. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank y'all so much for listening to our podcast. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share with all your friends so they can join our circle of collaboration on this journey. You can find us on Instagram at Conscious Collaboration Podcast, on Spotify, iTunes, and Audible, to name a few. Please join us next time for another deep dive into how you can live life in more alignment, mind, body, and business. Send us your questions and comments in our DMs or email us at consciouscollaborationpodcast@gmail.com. See you in 5 minutes.